hot tubbers, and welcome to the podcast Tub Talk with the Hot Tub Lady. And today we are kicking off season 2. Can you guys believe it? We actually are. I've done enough of these podcasts now that we are actually on season 2 of Tub Talk with the Hot Tub Lady. And I'm so excited that you're all here. Thank you all for coming back. And please, by all means, jump into the chat if you can. And today, I was looking for something to talk about today. And excuse me. I was looking for something to talk about today, and I came across kind of a Google search called hot tub demographics. And I wasn't really looking for that, but I thought, that's actually pretty interesting. And I thought a lot of people would really want to know a little bit about that. So if I can figure out my computer here, and I will bring up that scene here. We'll go maybe. Okay, so we're going to bring that scene up here, and we're going to go, you get to see me twice. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so I went to Google today, and I just typed in the words hot tub owner demographics, and it actually brought up some really cool stuff. And I thought you guys would all want to know exactly what's going on. You guys are all hot tub owners. We definitely enjoy this stuff, so one of the things that everybody wants to know is, how many hot tubs do people have, and what does it take to actually have a hot tub? And I mean, here's just some of the cool questions that came up today. One of which was, what state has the most hot tubs? And honestly, if you click on that, it's actually California. Big shocker. But California is where most hot tubs actually did start. That's where jacuzzi started. That's where Dimension 1 started. That is definitely where hot spring spas started. So we like to call San Diego the hot tub capital of the world, just because that's where a lot of the hot tub manufacturers started. And there are a ton of hot tubs in that market. So that is just something I thought was really, really cool, and I thought you guys would definitely want to know that. And these are just things that I know on a regular, everyday basis. But the majority of the hot tubs are in California in the U.S. And what I thought this was a really great question as well. Excuse me for just a second here. I'm gonna have to cough. So give me just a second. Okay, sorry about that. But, how many people actually own hot tubs in the U.S.? And so I thought this was a really cool graphic, or really cool thing to find out. But what percentage of Americans own a swimming pool and a hot tub? There are 130 million households in the U.S., and it estimates that 8% of the homes have swimming pools. So on that same study, it also said there were 7.8 million hot tubs in the U.S., which I thought is crazy. There's 7.8 million hot tubs in the United States of America, and I don't know if they're all running or not, but there's been a lot of hot tubs sold recently. But regarding the type of pool, 59% are in-ground pools and 41% are above-ground pools. And I had that same study, and I lost it. I wonder where it went, but it was a really cool study, and I'll find it. We'll Google it here in a minute. But 7.8 million hot tubs in the U.S. So those of you guys that are watching, how long have you had your hot tub, and what kind of, how long have you had one? How long have you been part of that 7.8 million? So hot tubs have really, really blown up in the last few years. So if you go to poolandspa.com, one of their really cool things that they talked about is that in a recent survey indicated that 78% of pool and spa owners are married homeowners, and are more than half have children under the age of 18. I thought that was a very cool thing. This group generally consists of a dual income between the ages of 35 to 64. That makes total sense to me. 35 to 64, that's when we all definitely start needing a hot tub. Definitely a big deal there. And they're earning between 50 and 150,000 per year with an average salary of 76,500, with over 50% hold a managerial or a business in a professional jobs, and more than 50% have a college education or higher. 95% of the people who have hot tubs use the internet on a regular basis. I think that's just anybody in general these days. And I don't know, I just thought this was really cool stuff, and I thought you guys would want to know it too. And we got to say hello to Gilbert here. Gilbert just showed up, and he said, I just got my hot tub today, so that definitely means that we get some confetti. So let's get the confetti going. Maybe. My stuff isn't working today. There goes my confetti. It's going a little bit slow, and then of course you gotta have the DJ air horn. So, congratulations on your hot tub. Welcome to the family. We are super excited to have you here, and it's awesome for you to be here. What did you get? Tell us a little bit about it, and what are you kind of thinking about your hot tub, and welcome to the new demographic of a hot tub owner. So we're super excited to have you here. But those are some really cool demographics there. Here's the one that I wanted. What percentage of people own hot tubs? So let's pull that up. Where is the hot tub market now? Currently, the APSP, which that's the American Pool and Spa Association, statistics estimate that of the 125 million households, that 5.8, there's a more current one that says 7.3 million people own hot tubs based on those figures. That's about 4.6% of the U.S. That number's actually a little bit bigger now that after COVID, there was a huge surge of hot tub owners during COVID. In fact, they're saying that the hot tub industry in general is up at least 25%. I know I was definitely part of that, and worked very, very hard, and it's still coming. I mean, we're still, at my particular location, we're still selling hot tubs like crazy. I mean, we hired more salespeople. Amy's with us now, and she's doing a kick butt job, and we are just selling hot tubs every single day, and it's just awesome. So everybody wants one, everybody needs one. But that's that brings on the next question that we're doing today is, why are people buying hot tubs? Again, you guys, I just Googled all this stuff today, but I just thought it was some really interesting information, and I was just going to pick one and go on that for the topic today, but there was just so much information on here. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a screen share. But if you just go to Google and you Google the phrase hot tub owner demographics, that is going to bring you everything that you want to know about hot tub demographics at Google, and I just find it super interesting, and I thought you guys would too. Here's one. Why are people buying hot tubs? And it says, although the hot tub is a luxury to have, which I disagree completely. I think it's an appliance that everybody should definitely have in the world today. But some people are finding it a necessity, and I do agree with that, especially older adults and athletes. The second most popular reason that buyers want to have hot tubs is hydrotherapy and pain relief. And for anyone with hydrotherapy, it can reduce stress, headaches, and it helps you sleep better. We all know that, especially those of us who own hot tubs. And it's pretty amazing to actually have a hot tub, and it does help you sleep better. It helps you communicate better. It helps you physically be better. It helps you emotionally. It helps you relationally. All those things. And you guys, I'm actually working on my new my new book. I did take some time off to actually work on my new book, Hot Tub Clarity. It's going to be out soon. We're actually in the editing phase right now, so we got some new stuff coming there, so stay tuned for that. But I'm also building a new website, and hopefully I have that up and going here this week or the end of next week. But one of the things that I was talking about on my new website is just all the benefits that hot tubs have, and you guys know that because you guys have one. those of you that are listening and watching, you guys have a hot tub and you know the benefits that they provide. And for me, I really do think it's relationally. I think that's one of the best reasons to have a hot tub. I consider it a social aspect, and it's definitely some place where you can actually connect with either your family or friends or that type of thing. It was kind of sad this weekend. I actually blew my knees out, and blew my knee out again this weekend, and I'm going to actually have to have surgery on both of them here first part of this year. But my husband played in a 50 and older softball tournament. They got third. They kicked butt. It was pretty amazing. I was really, really proud of him. But I wasn't able to join him and go with him to go check that out. But he did manage to have the softball team over after the games on Saturday night, and then a few of them showed back up Sunday morning because, again, we're 50 and older, and they used some new muscles that they haven't used in a while. And we had several of them in the hot tub, and they were just blown away by how much better that made them feel. But the more importantly, they loved the fact that they got to communicate with each other and socialize and got to do all the things. And he had everybody over, and unfortunately I wasn't able to join in because of my knee, but they all had such a great time the next morning when I was visiting with all of them. They were all so excited and so happy to just get to sit in the hot tub, get to be together, and again, community and being able to socialize on a regular basis. That's one of the best things about having a hot tub. And I really, really do agree with that. And, you know, at this last weekend, I actually sold a hot tub to a couple that just bought a house, and they were closing on it on Wednesday. And one of the things they said, well, I don't know if we actually need this hot tub because we do know it's a luxury. And I kind of joked with him. I said, it's an appliance. It's the newest, greatest appliance that you actually have to have in your backyard. And we just started talking about all the benefits that a hot tub's going to have. And they ended up buying it. They closed on the house, and that was the first thing they did was they came to see me and talk about how their new appliance, when they were going to get it, and they were super, super excited about that. So hot tubs are something that they're pretty cool, and they do so many amazing things for you. I no longer feel that they're a luxury, and I don't think most people feel that they're a luxury anymore. I really do. People feel that they're an appliance that they have to have in their backyard because it does so many things for you. And then one of the next questions is, where do most people put their hot tubs? Tell me in the comments, where's your hot tub? I'm assuming most of you are going to tell me that your hot tubs are outside. That is where I would say 90% of what we sell goes outside. Now, again, I'm in South Dakota, and people have super big backyards and lots of stuff going on there, but people fill up their hot tubs in the backyards, and they do, in my market, actually buy very large and very big hot tubs. So that's something that you definitely want to check out. Gilbert is in California, is a California spa model Carlton. So that's a really good model. I know you're really going to enjoy that. Where are you at, Gilbert? We're talking about demographics. So what part of the world do you actually have your hot tub in? So I find that this is super exciting and one of the places where people want to have hot tubs. And South Dakota hot tubs are a big, big deal. So I do think people are enjoying them. The number one reason, if you look here to the Olympic hot tub, those guys are awesome. If you guys ever want to check out a really good website and want some really good blog, Olympic hot tubs, those guys do a phenomenal, phenomenal job. But the number one reason people buy hot tubs is relaxation. I agree with that. I do think that most people buy it for stress relief, relaxation, and they do, it helps you sleep better and all those things, but that is what's going on there. But most people do put their hot tubs outside. It can be put almost anywhere. You can actually put your hot tubs inside. You can put them outside. I'd say 90% of what we sell just goes outside on the backyard on a slab. But we're putting them on decks. People are putting them in. We have a lot of people put them in garages. People will put them in gazebos and that type of thing. There is about 10% of the people who do smaller hot tubs, and then they actually go they actually smaller hot tubs, and they actually go in rooms like down in the basement and that type of thing. And people do enjoy them there, and especially if you're someone that doesn't feel like you'll ever be able to go outside and use your hot tub. You know, again, here in South Dakota, we have huge backyards and people can feel like they can get some privacy. Some of those other places, especially in California where the most of the hot tubs are sold, there's just not a lot of privacy in those backyards. The houses are very, very close together, and that's kind of how that goes. Maddie's here, so Maddie B, it's good to see you again, and his is on the backyard porch. So good to see you. It's been a little bit, so welcome, Maddie. Happy to see you. And Gilbert says outside, so again, most of the hot tubs that we do see are definitely outside, and that's kind of what happens there. So, okay, what state has the most hot tubs? We already talked about that. Here's a good question that I felt that, and I thought this was weird that this came up under this search, but are hot tubs still in short supply? And hot tub and pool sales have nationally are up about 25% on average, according to the Pool and Hot Tub Alliance. Hot tub manufacturers and dealers in the Los Angeles area say that they are experiencing a huge surge of demand of dealers reporting hot tub sales, and that was in 2020. That has continued. We're now in 2022, and 2021 was over 2020, and 2022, at least in my market, is definitely going to be up over 2021. So it is definitely a rising market, and people are really, really enjoying their hot tubs. So you guys should be excited. You are among a very big growing demographic, and that is one of the coolest things that I have seen. I've been doing this for a really, really long time, so it is one of the coolest things that I have definitely has seen. This is what I get for trying to move around here a little bit. One of the other questions I have is, so this one kind of showed up, is do people regret buying hot tubs? And my experience with people who regret buying hot tubs, and I'm not saying everybody 100% thinks it's the greatest thing that they ever did, but most people do. Most people absolutely love their hot tubs. They do feel it's an appliance that they have put in their backyard, and they absolutely love it. But you know, there are a few people every once in a while that do kind of wish that they never bought it and find they're not using it. Now, what I am finding, and I'm really trying really, really hard to fix this, is the people who don't use their hot tubs and kind of regret it are the people who were never taught how to use it. And that's why I'm here. That's why the Hot Tub Lady exists, is I want to help you understand your water chemistry. I want you to understand how to actually use your hot tub. I want you to understand that you have to clean your filters once a month. I want you to understand that, you know, there's just all kinds of things that are going on, that hot tubs aren't hard, but you do have to understand them. And that's one of the things that's why I'm here. And if you guys want to check it out, I do have a new Facebook group that I just started. And my daughter-in-law, Kayla, is helping me out with this, but it's called Clean Your Filters. And it's actually, we just started, I think we got 60, 70 people already, and we just literally just opened this up like Thursday of last week. But on there you can actually win one of the new t-shirts. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys, because it's kind of a good place to go, and you guys should definitely check this out, because it's well, we don't want to do that. There's some really, really cool stuff in here, and it's going to be a safe place where everybody can talk about, you know, hot tub questions and the type of things that's going on there. But it's my new Facebook group, and I would love to have everybody join. But it's Clean Your Hot Tub Filters, and there, I got it pulled up there. And let me get past. We're up to 56 members already. But one of the things that we're good. Let's go to. I'm going to go to my new scene, and then I'm going to show you guys this. Okay, so this is the Hot Tub Lady page, and one of the things I'm doing is, I always told you guys I was going to get t-shirts made that says Clean Your Filters, but the page, the group is actually Clean Your Hot Tub Filter. And one of the things you can do is you can actually register to win a new Clean Your Hot Tub Filter t-shirt. And it's all you have to do is tell us the last time you cleaned your hot tub. But if you guys want to check that out, I don't have it down there now, but I will put the links in the bio where you can actually join and be part of this. But I'd absolutely love to have everyone there, and I want you to get involved, and I want you to enjoy, and I want you to understand and make sure that you know how to actually take care of your hot tub. And that's what I have found. Like I said, most people who are not enjoying their hot tub or are kind of regret it a little bit were never taught how to use it. And it's little things that I'm teaching. You know, clean your filters, drain your hot tub every 3 to 4 months if you're on a chlorine hot tub. If you're on a saltwater hot tub, I'm helping out that way as well, so that we can actually, you know, understand and learn how to use those saltwater hot tubs. I'm teaching you how to set your heaters so that they're running at the proper amount of time, especially those of us who live in the colder markets. I'm also helping people with setting their filtration cycles. That's a big deal. If you know, Gilbert, you just got your new hot tub, make sure that you have those filtration cycles set at least 6 hours a day. That's a big deal, and it will make your hot tub ownership much better, and you will enjoy it a lot more if you actually have your filters running, or your filtration cycle running at least 6 hours a day. It'll be easier to take care of. Your water will be clean, and there is nothing worse than going out to your hot tub and all of a sudden it's green, it's cloudy, it's yucky. You know, like I was talking earlier that Frank had his softball team over, and one of the things that they did is everybody came and used the hot tub. I didn't know that was going to happen, but my hot tub was ready to go. And in fact, I sat my hot tub this afternoon for the first time in a while because I could actually get in it. And it was totally fine. I mean, that saltwater hot tub, you know, they didn't do anything. They didn't shock it afterwards. They didn't do everything. But there was a huge amount of people in there on Sunday. And the hot tub looks great, but it's because I know how to take care of it. The people who are not enjoying their hot tubs or do kind of regret it were never taught how to take care of it. There's a lot of really good hot tubs out there, but if you weren't taught how to take care of it, it is definitely a little bit of a disappointment. And then you find that it's work, and none of us want more work. That's the last thing that anybody wants is to actually have to have another chore around their house. So it's one of the things that you want to make sure that you are just taking care of it properly. You know, make sure your water's balanced, make sure that your alkalinity is between 80 and 120, make sure that the pH is at a 7.6. If you're on chlorine, make sure that you're keeping that at a 3 to 5 part per million. If you're on the frog system, you're keeping that at a 0.5 part per million. And with that being said, you want to make sure that you're also working, you have that hot tub, you have a sanitizing system that works for you. For some people, that's bromine. Bromine's actually a really great sanitizer. I'm personally just not a fan of it. But it's a really great, really easy sanitizer that a lot of people really enjoy. Again, I'm more of I like the frog at ease, and I'm a big saltwater girl. Those are the two things that I focus on the most. I think that those are the best ones out there. And then if I have to, I do prefer chlorine over any other sanitizer that's out there. But those are some things that you just need to make sure that you educate yourself, and hopefully your dealer will definitely help you out and take care of things. But you do want to make sure that you're educated so you don't regret owning your hot tub. And again, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to help as much as I can. Start with your dealer first. There should always be a great source for you, but if you need help, I'm here. And keep asking questions, keep sending me messages on Instagram, keep letting me know the things that you guys are struggling with and the things that you need help with, because I want to help you. That is, I do believe that hot tubs are one of the greatest things that you could ever own, and I want to make sure that as many people are using them as often as they possibly can. So I'm going to swing back over here to Google and see what else comes up when we talk about hot tub demographics. Do hot tubs increase homes value? And in this Google search, it says generally hot tubs is most likely to increase the resale value of your home when it's well incorporated in the exterior of the landscape. That's true. I mean, I've seen some really cool things where people have just built massive, just made the hot tub the center of their backyard, and it is just super awesome and very, very cool. But it's one of those things that is, it's one of those things that I would definitely make it look cool. I mean, I actually put some new steps on my hot tub and put some plants around it, and it looks really, really sharp. And then I put up some really cool decor hanging up on the back wall. I mean, I don't have it overly landscaped, but it's definitely one of the most used sections of our home. Now, as far as increasing your home's value, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's going to increase your home's value, but what I have seen, and especially here in South Dakota, because the housing market in South Dakota is just absolutely nuts, that it actually helps you sell your hot tub faster. Not that anybody needs any help in today's market, but it does help you sell your hot tub faster. And hot tubs are getting a little easier to get a hold of, but there for a little bit, there was no hot tubs, and so if you had a hot tub in your backyard and you had your house for sale, man, people were just snapping it up just like that, because it actually came with the hot tub. And people they don't want to do the things that actually make them, they don't want to wire, they don't want to pour the pad, they don't want to do all that. So everybody wants a hot tub, people just don't want to do the work it takes to have a hot tub. So that's one of the things that you definitely want to check into. We're going to check back in here. Gilbert, you're from Austin, Texas. That's awesome. I know some really, really good dealers down there in Austin, so you are in good hands in the Austin area. And he has the question, which startup kit do you recommend? And honestly, Gilbert, with the system, or with the hot tub you have, I would recommend the Frog at Ease system. I would I'd either do the ball, or if you want to do the 2 cartridge system. I actually am a really big fan of the cartridge system, but you do have to go find the Frog top somewhere. If you go to my website, www.thehottublady.co, that's CO, not COM. If you go to the resources page, I do have a link there to the Spa Frog, or the Frog at Ease kit, that would give you everything that you would need. It's a super simple program, and literally you'll be taking care of that once a month. It really is a once-a-month program, and it's a super low chlorine system. Again, kind of visit with your dealer, see what your dealer has to say, but that is one of the really good systems that I do highly recommend. I think that's a good one. But whoops, I am so sorry, you guys. Didn't mean to bump that. The next question that shows up under that, are hot tubs a lot of maintenance? No, they're not. They're really not. The big thing with hot tubs is you just got to get on a routine. And whether you're on the chlorine system, the Spa Frog system, the salt system, or the bromine system, or even if you're doing biguanics like Bakwa Spa or something like that, if you just set aside time and do the things that need to be done, clean your filters. I can't say that enough. If you don't clean your filters. I mean, clean your filters is the #1 service call for sure. You definitely want to clean your filters. The #2 thing that you want to definitely check out is you want to make sure you keep your water level high enough. So I would actually, if you just do a checklist of clean your filters, check your water level, and check your hot tub, just test your hot tub, you're going to be in super good shape if you do that. And that's a big deal, and it makes a huge difference if you just do your regular maintenance, and it's not going to be hard at all. And then you just have to drain your hot tub if you're on a chlorine system. If you're on anything other than salt, you do have to drain your hot tub every 3 to 4 months. I highly recommend that you do drain your hot tub. Those of us that have winter is coming. Those of us that have winter, you definitely want to drain your hot tub. Just depending on your market. Here, I'm pretty far north. We actually tell everybody to drain their hot tub sometime between Halloween and Thanksgiving. I used to say between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and the further south you go, you can definitely do that. But then you can just get through the whole winter, and then you can make it till like March or April, and then you're good to go. Those of you in the warmer climates like Texas and California, it's not such a big deal. You'll be able to do that, pretty much year round, but just kind of keep that in mind. Never, ever, ever, ever drain your hot tub when it's going to be below freezing within the next 24 hours, especially if you don't have a pump, because pumps are a big deal to do that. So before I jump into the next one is Shorting Realty. Hey, Shorting Realty, welcome to the podcast. Super excited to see you. And your question is do you know if the eye care can detect chlorine from the Frog at Ease floater? Yes, it can. It actually does really well. I recommend that highly with that system. The Jim is actually, I know I've got him scheduled to be on the podcast here sometime in September. I think it's the last Monday in September, so he's going to be on here again. But yes, you can definitely check, you can detect chlorine from the Frog Ease system. It's just, you're just going to set it lower. You're going to set that ORP at a 400 to like a 550 because you're just going to be at a much lower sanitizer level. But it works incredibly well, and I highly recommend it. I actually was in my hot tub this morning, and I had Sutro sent me a monitor to check out as well, and it's a good monitor. I do like it. It's there's a little bit of cost afterwards on that Sutro monitor that I'm not a big fan of. I would say it's really easy to set up, and it kind of, the Sutro speaks more consumer language, maybe would be the best way to do it. It does check your alkalinity. It talks about free chlorine and that type of stuff, and it's easier to set up, but there is a subscription with that, and you do have to buy reagents for your device to put in. You have to change those once a month, so there is some add-on cost to that. I'm still a pretty big eye care fan. I do think eye care is definitely the one that I'm probably going to recommend the most, but that's definitely the way to go there. So anyway, welcome to the podcast, Shortington Realty. I'm super excited to have you, and I love your logo. I'm going to bring that up again. What a cool logo. I mean, I like bright colors, so that is very, very cool. So let's see what else it comes up here. So I actually, before I get in there, she says, thanks, I have you also checked out the IoPool EcoStart. No, I haven't. That's haven't even heard of that one. So that must be a newer one out there on the market today. There is a lot of monitors out on the market today, and but that might, I'll do some research on that. But I'm just not a big fan of having to pay somebody after I've bought something, that I have to keep doing that. So I'm interested to see how that one works out. But there's definitely getting to be a lot of smart water monitors out there, and the market really did need it. So I think that's a really great thing. It definitely helps with the everyday maintenance, because that's probably the number one reason that people do not buy hot tubs, is that they're scared of the maintenance, and that's just one of the things that we don't want to mess with. So it just takes care of it for you. The eye care and the eye care and the Sutro both actually give you exact what do you want to call dosages to put in your hot tub, which is a really, really nice thing to do. So one of the next questions that comes up is, should my hot tub be in sun or shade? Okay, get rid of that. Sorry, we're gonna let that go. So should my hot tub be in the sun or shade? It's kind of whatever works for you, but I would probably say put it more in the shade, because it's definitely you want to put it more in the shade, as the shade protects the cover and it's going to protect the shell. So that's definitely something that's really a good thing. And you'll use your hot tub more if you're in the shade, just because you're going to use the hot tub more because you're in the shade, because I don't like to use my hot tub when the sun's shining right on me. I actually like it to be behind the clouds or on its way down. I'm a big morning user. I prefer to use it more in the morning, but I definitely don't want to use it like at 5 o'clock when the sun is just 100% on me. So in the shade is definitely a way to go. And let's see. I lost my spot there, so. This is another great question is, why is it so hard to get a hot tub? And that is getting better. It's actually getting a lot better. And most of my manufacturers, I shouldn't say most, I have one manufacturer that has come off allocation. So that means I can call and I can order a hot tub from them at any time, and I'll probably see it in 6 weeks. I sell several manufacturers right now, and I'm not able to get most of them. They're still on allocation, and especially the swim spas are majorly on allocation. So if you want to get on allocation, you definitely want to take care of that sooner than later. I mean, because we're literally into 2023 before I can sell a swim spa. I think I have 2 available at this point that I can get rid of for the rest of the year. And then after that, we will be delivering anything after that will be in 2023. I have the one manufacturer that is off allocation. Everybody else is still on allocation. And the reason for that was there was just so much going on. Demand was the number one reason that hot tubs actually got really hard to get a hold of. I mean, when COVID hit and everybody was stuck at home, they wanted a hot tub at home, and it was an extremely demand. The factories being shut down. We've never seen this. We've never seen everything get wiped out, and there's not just tons of hot tubs sitting there. I mean, it's just they're usually tons and tons and hundreds of hot tubs sitting in the factory being waiting to ship out, and they're wiped out. There was nothing available anywhere. So that was going on. Materials, we're still fighting with materials. There's still some things that we're just not getting there. And then of course labor shortages, that's still been a really, really big deal. Labor shortages have definitely, we're all seeing it. It's, whether it's the factories in California or the hot tub dealers in South Dakota or anywhere. I mean, it's really hard to get people to deliver hot tubs. It's really hard to get people to work on hot tubs. It's really hard to get people to sell hot tubs. All of the things, and the market has just exploded, and it's something that every single person wants, but it's just there's a ton more work to be done that can actually happen. So it is definitely what's going on in there. And again, it's just kind of like the cars. There's computer chips that we're still waiting on, and that's been kind of a deal there. So it's been a struggle. And then people are there's still rolling shutdowns going on, if that makes sense. So just one of the things that you just kind of roll with it. You still have to plan. You still can't just walk in and buy whatever exact hot tub that you want, but it is one of the things that you definitely want to kind of keep your eye on and go from there. Is it a good time to buy a hot tub? I would say yes. I mean, because the prices are only going up. That's one of the things that has happened. I mean, just the inflation in general, prices are only going up. I've been selling hot tubs for over 20 years. I've never seen prices come down, ever. And just like houses, I've never seen house prices come down. So it is a good time to buy. And this is what Google's telling you. It says ultimately, if you're looking for a great deal, the best time to buy a hot tub isn't actually during the summer months. Instead, you should buy your hot tub in the winter or the spring. And I'd say in the past that's been 100% true. It's a matter of when you actually want your hot tub. For our particular market, we have a very short season. So everybody, spring and summer and fall are very short. So everybody, and I mean everybody, wants their hot tub in May. You may buy it in October knowing that you don't want it till May, but the amount of people who want their hot tub in May is just absolutely insanity. And if you're looking for a good deal, buy it now, take it now. Because if you buy it now thinking that you're going to put in your pad and you're going to do all the things and you'll take it in the spring, you and 700 other people are going to be in the exact same boat. So it's really hard to get your hot tubs in the spring. And in my market, there's actually a concrete shortage. So a lot of people are waiting for concrete to pour their pads to get their hot tubs put down. So that's another thing to kind of think about for sure, is you definitely want to think about the materials that you're going to need for that base. Again, in South Dakota, there is a concrete shortage, and we are unable to actually get the concrete pads poured to get the hot tubs delivered now. And then, of course, there's the labor shortage and all the things. So, but I'd say probably 3 years from now, if you're still in the market, January, February is probably still going to be your best time to buy a hot tub. But it's a ways away. There's still enough of a demand, and there's still enough of a backlog that it's not something that's going to happen this year. You're not going to see inventory reduction sales and that type of thing. It's just not going to happen. There's just way too many people still wanting hot tubs, and way too many not enough hot tubs out there. So that's definitely one of the things that's going on. So which takes me into the next question that Google says is, are hot tubs still on back order? They are. They definitely are. They're getting better, and the lead time isn't near what it was. There was a point that we were over a year out to get a hot tub. We're not near that bad. We're catching up, and the hot tubs I ordered today, I will probably see in December. The issue is they're not all pre-sold at this point, so that's a big thing there. But by the time they get here in December, they'll be sold. So I'd say you got a good 3-4 month situation going on there, but it is definitely getting to that. How long should a hot tub last is another thing that shows up here, and Google's saying 5 to 20 years. I would say 5 is pretty low. If you've got a hot tub that's only lasting 5 years, you're definitely not doing something right. But it is very, very important that you take care of your hot tub. You want to make sure that you've got your pH and alkalinity balance. It's one of the most important things you can do as far as making the longevity of your hot tub last longer. But Google's saying a hot tub that lasts anywhere from 5 to 20 years or more. Cheaper hot tubs that are made with lower quality materials won't last as long as those in the hot tub that are well maintained. They may not last more than 5 years. Quality hot tubs that receive an excellent care can be enjoyed as long as 20 years or more. And we just traded in a hot tub the other day, still running, still working. It was a Hot Springs, and it was from 1986. So that's a pretty big deal. I'm not putting it back on the market, but we have it. It's running. It's they're just the ability to get parts from something from 1986 is going to be a challenge here pretty quickly. In fact, I would say anything from 95 is going or older is. I'm even going to go as far as say like 2000. I mean, that's going to be about the latest. That if you were looking to buy a used hot tub, I wouldn't buy anything older than that, and I would probably think more 2005 or newer. If you're looking to buy a used hot tub, that's definitely where you want to be there. So, and then here's another question that shows up. How does it cost to run a hot tub? I think the question should be is what does it cost to run a hot tub? And you'd be surprised to learn that best engineered, most highly insulated hot tubs would cost around $25 to $40 a month to run. Of course, in the finer details that will be determined on your final monthly bill. A few initial tips: larger hot tubs cost more to heat than smaller tubs. Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with that. I'd say in my market, most hot tubs are $30 or less a month to run. I'm pretty proud to say that, but we're pretty picky on everything that we sell. You do want to do your homework. You want to make sure that you have something that is really, really well insulated, and you should just definitely check it out. I mean, I've had a hot tub in my backyard that cost $300 one winter to run for 2 months. There was something wrong with it, but you definitely want to check that out. It was It was just something I got after the fact. So that's definitely a big deal. Here's a good question. What is better for salt for a hot tub, salt or chlorine hot tubs? And this is Google again. Chlorine is preferable over the treatment options for a variety of reasons. It is more affordable and cost-effective. Chlorine hot tubs do require less upkeep. I disagree. And last longer than saltwater hot tubs. I disagree with that as well. Chlorine achieves cleanliness and oxidation and levels other chemicals and methods do not. I agree that chlorine is one of the best the best sanitizers that's out there. I 100% agree with that. I believe that saltwater hot tubs are absolutely amazing, and if you buy the correct saltwater hot tub, so a hot tub that came from the manufacturer and was designed to be a saltwater hot tub, you are going to be nothing but happy with that, and that hot tub is going to last you 20 years. But there are some reasons for that. One, they have titanium heaters. Two, they have 24-hour circulation pumps. They're just a really well-built hot tub. And a saltwater hot tub is a more expensive hot tub than a chlorine hot tub, but it does cost a lot of money to make a hot tub be able to handle the salt environment. So I do agree that I think saltwater is amazing. I have one in my own backyard. I've had salt in my hot tub for over 9 years now. Absolutely love it. Think it's the greatest thing I've ever done. And man, did I fight that hard. Did I go kicking and screaming saying I didn't want salt. And once I got it, I was just like, oh, it feels so good on your body. And it's so easy to take care of. And I only have to drain it once a year. And it's a good way to go. But you can't just put salt water on any hot tub. If you take a regular hot tub that doesn't have a 24-hour circulation pump and you throw salt on it, you will destroy that hot tub. You probably get 2 to 3 years out of it, and then you'll have to replace it. So that'll definitely be something that goes on there. Can a hot tub be used with cool water? So I'd say for the most part, no. However, Watkins Manufacturing, so Hot Springs Caldera, they have a product called Cool Zone, and it's basically a heat pump that you put on your hot tub, and it works amazingly, and it does really well, and it'll really heat that hot tub and cool that hot tub very, very quickly, and then you can actually use it as a hot tub cooler. But otherwise, I would say no, you can't really use your hot tub as a cold hot tub. If it's really hot out, and that'd be the only reason you'd ever want to use it as a cold hot tub, most hot tubs, if the ambient temperature outside is, let's say, 99 degrees, your hot tub is going to be 99 degrees. So there's no way of making that cooler unless you install something like the Cool Zone or something like that on there. But we will definitely... it's a good thing to get, but you do have to hire an HVAC person to install it. I would definitely do it more in the warmer climates, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, that type of thing. But just on your regular, here in the Midwest, we don't do a ton of them, but it is definitely something that we want going on. Okay, let's answer questions here. Sherrington Realty has a really great question. She says, you mentioned do not drain and fill your hot tub when the temperature is below freezing. Is there any way to do it, though, if it's absolutely needed? Yes, you can. Step number one to that process is you definitely need to get a pump, and you need to get a big pump, and I've recommended one several times. Let me see if I can find it here on Amazon, but it's definitely a good pump. It's going to have a big 2-inch hose, and you'll want to use that because I can drain my hot tub. I have a 500 gallon hot tub, and I can drain that in about 16 minutes. So that's something that you'll want to do. So you want to be able to drain it very quickly. That is super, super important. And then the other thing that you're going to want to be able to do is you want to be able to fill it back up very, very quickly and get it going. I really don't, and if you do have to do it, try to do it on the warmest day that you can. My market, we do get below 42 degrees or lower. And it's definitely something that you don't want to, it's something that you just don't want to do if it's going to be really cold. And the worst thing that you can possibly do is a lot of people, they'll start draining it, and then they will actually they'll start draining it, they'll walk away from it thinking that they'll get back to it the next day. If you start draining your hot tub and it's below freezing, you have to fill it back up and get the power going that day. It's 100% super important to do that. So give me just a second, you guys. Okay, sorry about that. But it's definitely something you want to do. Let me go over here. I did find that pump so that you can check that out. And I will put the links. I will put the links in the show notes after the show here so that you guys can actually find that. But this pump here, if you're going to try to drain your hot tub in the winter, you 100% need a pump like this to make sure that that happens super quickly and that you get it filled up super quickly. I have a really good video called winter hot tub accessories. So if you're going to try to drain your hot tub in the middle of the winter, I would definitely check out that video. I'll put the link in the bio on that as well, but you definitely want to make sure that you are doing that ahead of time. So that's a big deal. Get it done quickly, and do not walk away from it. If you are going to drain your hot tub and it's below freezing, do not walk away from it. Make sure that you finish that back up. And then we got Kayla. She finally made it. Kayla says, "What's up?" So, hey, Kayla, glad to see you. We just talked about our new Facebook page that you are helping out with, so we're super excited to have you with that. And that's going to be a big deal, and we're talking about our new t-shirts, the Clean Your Filter t-shirts, so that's pretty darn awesome as well. So guys, before I go back to Google and all that stuff, if anybody has any other questions, we got about 5 minutes left of the podcast, and I'm thrilled to answer those for you. This is the topic today was what is the demographics of hot tub owners. We definitely have kind of covered that. It's dual income families, kids under the age of 18 at home. Most of them are fairly well educated, but I've sold so many hot tubs over the years and people just love them, so that's definitely one of the things that you want to do. And again, if you guys just Google hot tub owner demographics, that will definitely talk about a lot of the things that I talked about. And I was just kind of going through the list, and really good questions kept popping up, so I just kept talking about them. So we are on season 2 of the podcast, and you guys, I have so many really, 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 really great guests lined up. There's I'm going to have Unicell Filters is coming. I'm still working on Frog Eddies. I think they're coming. We got Jim from iCare. He'll be here soon. I may have the awesome people. They would like to maybe join us as well. They've got a really good hot tub scrub. I've got a ton of dealers that hot tub sellers, hot tub professionals that have been around for years and years and years and years. I've got over 30 guests lined up for this season, so I'm super excited. So please stay tuned and check that out, because there's going to be a lot going on in the Hot Tub Talk with Hot Tub Lady world, and I really, really am excited about this season. It's been really good. And then, of course, I'm super excited about the book. Hopefully, I really want to get that out before the end of the year, but we'll see how it goes. It's the editing process is a little longer than I wanted it to be, but it's going good. But I did get all the illustrations done today, so I'm super excited about that. I did not do them myself, so you guys are lucky on that side of it, but I did get all my illustrations done for the book, and I'm excited about this book. I think you guys are really, really going to enjoy the book. And let's see, Kayla says, yes, shoot us a Facebook message on the Hot Tub or the Hot Tub Lady Instagram, and Clean Your Filter. That's our private Facebook group. Super excited to have you guys there. And she says, I know I'm overdue to clean mine. So yes, Kayla, get your filters cleaned. That's a big deal. And Okay, Nicole, she's got a really great question. She says, I'm in the Twin Cities. How late do I dare wait to change my water for winter? And is there something I need to do to keep the water fresh as possible till spring? I do clean my filters every Sunday. Yay! That's super exciting that you clean your filters every Sunday. I'm going to give you confetti for that because that's awesome. Congratulations. I think that's fantastic that you are cleaning your filters every Sunday, and I'm super excited for you to be doing that. So in the Twin Cities, I would say the latest that I would probably consider would be Thanksgiving. That would be probably as late as you'd want to go. You're about as far north as I am, so it's pretty. You're almost straight across from me. So that would be the latest that I would actually probably recommend draining your hot tub. And what kind of system are you on? The big thing there is I would probably add soft skin spa to my hot tub if I were you in the Twin Cities and you're trying to make that last as long as possible. It just helps keep it going. Make sure that you keep your sanitizer up to the proper level. No t-shirts, none of that in the actual hot tub itself. I will be doing a video here. I'm probably going to drain my hot tub. I thought about draining it today just because it was such a nice day out there. But I'll probably drain in my hot tub here pretty quick. And I know I've done that video 1,000 times, but you guys all really enjoy the how to drain your hot tubs and tips and tricks on that. So I will be doing that here in the next 2 to 6 weeks, and we'll get that out so you guys can actually kind of see how I do that. I see that you're on a bromine system. You just responded. Make sure you keep that bromine level at a 5 part per million. The great thing about bromine is when it becomes a combined molecule, it is still sanitizing. And so that does help so much as far as keeping that water cleaner longer. The biggest thing that I can tell you is make sure that you're constantly checking your alkalinity and your pH, because bromine's a super acidic product and it will drive that alkalinity and pH down. And when it does that, it will 100%. It causes a lot of damage to the hot tub. So if you are checking your alkalinity and pH and keeping that in line all the time, that bromine does a good job. I do really like, bromine's a great sanitizer, and I think that you'll find that it does really well, but just make sure you keep that alkalinity and pH going. You should be able to get through till March or April if you do that, especially if you're cleaning your filters as often as you say you are, and I think that you are going to do absolutely fantastic. So, well, guys, we are definitely getting to the end of the show today. I have totally enjoyed having you guys here. Thank you so much for coming, and let's see if I can get to what I need to get to. I can't. So anyway, if you guys have any questions at all, reach out to me on Instagram. I am 100% there. That's the best place to actually ask me a personal question. Keep an eye out for my new website. It's coming very, very soon, and there'll be lots of good places to chat and communicate with me there. Our new Facebook group, that's an awesome place to go. I have a lot of moderators on there, and everybody I have as a moderator on there 100% agrees with what I have to say, so you're not going to get any bad advice there if you want to do that. But again, that's clean your filters, clean your hot tub filter. That's a private Facebook group there. Would absolutely love to have you all be part of that, and keep an eye out for my new book, Hot Tub Clarity. That's coming soon, and you guys are the absolute best, and I totally appreciate each and every one of you. And join me next week as I have my special guest, Jordan from Mainly Hot Tubs. He's a good guy. He's done a lot of service, and he's sold a lot of hot tubs, and so he's going to be able to answer a ton of questions for you, and I'm super excited to have him around. But guys, thank you again, and thanks for putting up with the break, and I will see you again next week.